your first and last name for me.
Abby Paulson. I'm majoring in ABBY Paulson, PAULSON. I'm majoring in chemical engineering. I came to Alabama honestly because I wanted to go somewhere where the weather was warm, and I'd say Alabama's pretty warm. So, but not to mention, I love the atmosphere, love the people, love Southern hospitality.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
So how's North Carolina different from Alabama?
Well, honestly, I thought I lived in the South until I came to Alabama. So, just the hospitality's so much different here. The weather's different, terrain's different.
How'd you find the University Fellows Program?
I found the University Fellows Program just through a brochure in the mail and decided to apply. Didn't really know a lot about what the program was about until I came to finalist weekend. And honestly, I think I still didn't know too much until I got on campus. But what I love so much about it is a lot of the family atmosphere and how invested each of the instructors are, the faculty, Dr. Morgan Wellen is, and each of us personally, and how great it is just to be surrounded by really motivated people.
Tell me about your project here in Marion. What are you trying to, what is it called?
Well, my project partner, Emily Peel, and I are working on a health needs assessment for Ms. Frances Ford at Sowing Seeds of Hope. And so this assessment covers just some basic questions like about high blood pressure, diabetes, hypertension. It was derived from the CDC's Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System survey, and we just chose questions we thought were relevant to Perry County. So the information that we get from the survey will tell us a little bit about the county in general. It'll just give us some hard facts to back up some of the things that healthcare providers here in the county already know.
What is Sowing Seeds of Hope?
Sowing Seeds of Hope is a nonprofit organization here in Perry County. They have all sorts of they have fingers in every pot. They have housing projects. They have a hand in healthcare. They have a hand in faith. Also working with the children, just all sorts of things. But founded by Ms. Ford, and their motto, I believe, is putting your faith in action.
So your survey, you're administering it where?
We're standing outside of local businesses here around Marion, so the Food Value, a couple of stores here around the town square. And we're just talking to people as they come up and offering for them to do our survey. So just telling them a little bit about ourselves, about the University of Alabama. And it's been really great. We've gotten to introduce a lot of people to the fact that the University of Alabama is here in Marion and that we're working here, which I think a lot of people didn't know before.
What are some of the questions you're asking?
We ask some questions like, have you ever been told by a doctor or other health professional that you have high blood pressure? Have you been told that you have diabetes? If they answer yes to any of these specific questions, we'll ask more detailed questions like, are you taking insulin? How are you controlling your high blood pressure, eating habits, salt, things like that.
Why is it important to spend time gathering that kind of data?
Well, gathering that kind of data, specifically here in Perry County, a lot of the healthcare providers, they've talked to their patients, they've talked to the community, they kind of have a feel for what the community needs. And so Ms. Ford in particular feels strongly that the county needs a urgent care center. So this kind of data is going to help her, be able to back up some of the things that she feels she already knows with some hard facts, so that she'll be able to go to the government, she'll be able to make those contacts that she needs and say, here, this isn't just what I'm thinking, this isn't just what Sowing Seeds of Hope thinks, but this is what the people think too.
How does this help you as a future chemical engineer?
I'd say that it helps me in a lot of ways. First of all, the contact with people. I've never spoken to this many people before in my entire life, and just putting myself out there, going up to people, asking them to do my survey, it's taught me a lot about confidence. And also, this isn't, when you think of chemical engineering, you don't think of doing surveys, but I feel like this has been a good introduction for me into the world of, scientific research as we began to explore the IRB, the Institutional Review Board process, as we began to, do our human rights certification, things like that. You may not specifically apply to chemical engineering, but it's definitely giving me some good exposure. Okay. So when you think of chemical engineering, you definitely don't think of a healthcare survey, but I think that the process that I've gone through in order to get this survey up and running has been, very valuable experience for me. Talking to people, going up there, putting myself out there, speaking to people just on the street, complete strangers, asking them to take my survey has been great experience. And also, I have had, good exposure into the world of scientific research, going through the IRB, the Institutional Review Board process, and also human rights certification has been great experience that I'm sure I will use later in life.
Anything else you want to add?
That's it.